Excuse me. All right, I'm ready in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, first we gotta climb up this cliff. And we gotta go find our brother who's been turned to stone. Wrong direction. I don't know what it is in that one cutscene, but Fenyx's face looks so strange. So now we're gonna do some blind movement over here. Get it up to this rock a little bit faster. Now we need to climb Statue of Hermes, and then we are actually going to meet Hermes once we're at the top, but not quite. One thing you can do in this game is you can try and get Fenyx to climb a little bit faster by trying to climb on some funky collision, because what happens is when the surface you're climbing on is not very flat, like the less flat it is, the more likely it's going to happen, but the climbing gets a little bit screwed up, and they just decide to make you jump a whole lot, which is actually a fair bit faster in the long run. Jumped a little bit early there. Supposed to jump out of the water, but that's fine. Also worth mentioning, currently at this early stage in the game, the fastest form of movement is using these dashes. But that will soon be replaced with various forms of movement that end up being a lot faster. Although it won't go away completely. Still do use our dashes. Right. That's the end of it, guys. Alright, so this is the first Vault of Tartarus that we do in this game. We're going to be doing a whole bunch during the run. Like probably a little over 10 of them. Yeah, so we're going to come over here, activate this switch. Oh. Not meant to do that. Me being lazy. Alright, these are going to give us the wings here. And the wings are, or at least the full wings, these are broken wings. The full wings are really like the source of everything in this game that is fast. They let us sprint, they let us double jump. Eventually they'll let us glide around the worlds, which is one of the fastest forms of movement. And yeah, like without them we really would not be able to do much of anything. So we just need to kill these enemies, and then we are off to the races. Oh, okay. That's a quick little skip there you can do. Normally you're meant to stand on the button that's there, and you gotta wait for it to come back because the platform's too far to jump to. But if you're quick enough, you can just do a quick double jump and get there from the start. Yeah, so now that we have our wings, we get our fastest form of ground movement before we get a mount. So this is just the fastest that Fenyx herself can go. Which is using our double dash and then sprinting a little bit till it recharges, and then just repeating that over and over. Yeah, so a thing about stamina in this game. Stamina is really important for a whole bunch of things right now, and even throughout the rest of the run. Really see if some even more things that use your stamina. Your stamina will recharge at a certain rate, but when you're in combat, it recharges a lot slower. So throughout the entirety of the run, we're going to be trying to avoid combat as much as possible, so we can have full stamina. Yeah, so they say you need to sneak up on this guy, but you actually don't. You can just run up and kill him. Yeah. There we go. We just got our first godly power in this game. Godly powers are really what break this game. The one we just got allows us to pick up objects and throw them. We're actually about to see them used right here. Pick these boxes up, throw them onto these switches. to unlock this gate. Then we're gonna go into our second vault. Also, if anyone's in chat, feel free. I was testing the audio a little bit earlier, and it seemed like it was a little bit quiet. But feel free, let me know if some want it turned up or turned down. Darn. So this box can be a little bit iffy. Sometimes it doesn't like to go on the switch. You gotta throw it just right, but it's not too big a time. Perfect. So now we have all three of our different weapons that we're gonna use throughout the game. The bow especially is gonna be super, super useful in this run. This is actually yet another one of our godly powers. Wow, okay. This is, oh my goodness. Going too quick. There we go. I need to make my font smaller on live split. That's huge. Alright, so we're gonna come down here and we're actually gonna grab this chest. It has a few items in it that are gonna help us a whole bunch. Specifically that gold and amber. Those are really useful for or they're used to upgrade to your potions in this game. And we're going to abuse potions a lot in this game. We're going to be using damage potions basically anytime we have to do a large fight. And stamina potions as well for some of the big tricks later on in the those golden amber allow us to upgrade them so that we can either get more stamina in a single potion, or we can do more extra damage with the damage potions. Right, so we're just gonna skip talking to this oracle. He's gonna ask us to get us food, but we're just awful, and we never get him anything. And just here, we're gonna do our last vault here on the tutorial area, Clashing Rocks. This is kind of where we're putting everything together. It's kind of a test just to see. Come on. Yeah. Oh, come on, are you not? The heavy switches I find with boxes are super, super finicky. Oh, I always forget that we need to hit the switch. Stamina refill. I'm gonna jump all the way over here. Yeah, that's actually just a little bit faster than waiting for the very slow platform to come across. Fortunately, we don't have the skills to skip these rides like this yet, so we're just kind of stuck. Alright, and just here, we're actually going to see the first example of one of the broken mechanics in this game, and this is throwing objects. Throwing objects at enemies does a lot of damage. As you can see just there, that's meant to be a boss fight. That's meant to be pretty hard. It takes a lot longer if you're just hitting them with your sword, your axe, and your bow. But yeah, throwing in this game does loads and loads of damage. Yeah, so you'll see that a whole bunch in this run. We kind of abuse that. So now we're going to run back out here. We're going to climb up to the top of this. Come on. You're not actually required to kill those guys there, but they're just a pain in the neck when you're trying to collect all these different orbs. Oh, grab the right orb, please. Thank you. All right, cool. So right here, we're actually going to get a very important item in this game. So these are the full wings. These actually allow us to glide. As well as we just got our first coins of Charon, or Karen, depending on how you pronounce it. And these are super important. Because these are what allow us to unlock and upgrade different abilities. And yeah, those abilities are going to allow us to do all sorts of fancy skips later on in the run. And right here, we're going to grab this chest plate. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to fast travel over to this big lyre. And these are different. They're basically, for my musically inclined people, or my non-musically inclined people rather, these are just different. This is basically a harp, and I am forgetting that I forgot to put these in my route, so I need to look up the combinations really quick from my notes. Okay, cool. So 241. Okay, so basically in this there are different songs you need to play, and they will open up a rift or whatever this is to the different things to grab the coins. Perfect. Grab this one, and then we have one more to do. And these are a really quick way to just get a whole bunch. And we'll be using Big Lyre in a couple different regions throughout the game. Cool. So now we're going to fast travel back to where we just were. And we're going to finish the prologue section of the game. From here, things are... they kind of pick up pretty quick. Unfortunately, we can't skip any of this scene right here. So this is the first time you've seen gliding in this game, and the default gliding that you get off the bat, it's all right. It's pretty slow. We kind of want to avoid using it when we can, just because it is so slow. But that will change very soon. So right here, we're gonna come and tame our first mount. There we go. Alright, so this is our first mount that we've tamed. The mounts just are loads and loads faster, standard running. Especially even when they're out of their stamina. They are quite a bit faster still. What you saw me collect there are... oh shoot, I'm forgetting what they're called. Basically, those are the think they're something figs, I can't quite remember. Basically, those are the ingredient that we need to make those damage potions that I'm talking about. So if you look in the bottom left of my screen right now, you can see I have 37 of pomegranates and blue mushrooms. And those are used to make health and stamina potions respectively. But these figs are used for the damage. Olympian figs, that's what they're called. So we're gonna need to collect a lot of those because we use our damage potions quite a bit. There's one vault later in the game that has a bunch of bosses, and we use 4 of them to get it all done fairly quickly. Alright, so just here we're climbing up to our, basically our main hub of the game. It's called the Hall of the Gods. And it's pretty self-explanatory. It's where kind of the gods just all met together. Who knows? But yeah, we're going to be seeing this location several times throughout the run. This is also where you can get a whole bunch of upgrades and all sorts of stuff. And we're going to be getting some upgrades already using those coins of Charon or Karen we were collecting earlier. Perfect. So we're going to come over here. This will allow us to upgrade our stamina using the bolts of lightning that we get at the end of vaults. Fortunately, these little small sections we can't skip. Aries takes the time to really explain. So we're gonna grab one stamina upgrade because that's all we have enough lightning for. And then we're gonna come over to here. This will allow us to upgrade different godly powers and abilities. Yes, we're gonna be getting a couple different things here. Specifically, we're gonna come into here, grab this one, Marksman, Reflex Shot, Climb Leap, and Glide Boost. Glide Boost is pretty pivotal, because Glide Boost allows us to travel much faster while gliding, as the name tells, and actually makes it faster than just like going on the ground and sprinting. So like it's actually worth using. Alright, now we're gonna head over to the statue of Aphrodite. And this is actually the only other statue in the game that we're gonna be grabbing. We don't grab any of the other 3 gods' statues. Just because statues are big, you need to climb them. So it takes a fair bit of time in most cases. So we skip them because we can. But the statue of Aphrodite, it's in a very convenient location. And we need to fast travel here a lot anyways for Aphrodite's quest line. So, alright, and just here we're going to be making all of our lovely potions. We're also going to be getting some upgrades. Now there is one of these Cauldron of Circe back at the Hall of the Gods, but just like all the other things in the Hall of the Gods, Hermes feels the need to tell us all about it when we really don't want to hear all about it because that's slow. So what we do instead is we come to the one just over here and we can make all of our potions. So we're actually never going to look at the one in the Hall of the Gods whenever we need potions. We're going to stop by one of the cauldrons that are scattered around the game world along our path. And actually, while we were in there, I got 3 upgrades to my damage potion, so it ups our damage by 80%. And we also increased how much stamina our stamina potion gives us back, which is really important because right off the bat, it only gives us half of a full bar of stamina. It is not the greatest. Alright, while we're up here, we're going to do 2 things. We're going to come over here to the hand. We're going to scout the area. And as well, we're going to go get the ambrosia. It is at the very top of the statue on the forehead, because that is actually the trigger for a quest line in the game that we actually need to complete, as well as it helps us kind of break the game a little bit. We're just going to climb all the way to the top of the head. We're going to get this glowing crystal right here. Normally while you're playing, this is what you'd use for your different health upgrades that you can get. There is a way to skip that animation, but I missed it. If you grab it while you're in the air, you can skip that little animation of you picking it up. But yes, that right there is very important. That spawns in this quest that we're going to need a little bit. Yeah, no, actually, just a little bit. Alright, so we're coming to another one of these big liar. And ooh. Shoot, I screwed up. So you need to play these in a specific order to unlock these different rifts. Normally you'd find these combinations around the game world, but the game doesn't care what whether or not you found them. We can just do them all right when we get there. And I screwed that up again. Wow. Lovely. It's alright though. First run, it's gonna be bad. Also really sucks that our arrows still charge super slow. But eventually that will change. So we're actually going to lose a bunch of time here over an actual good liar sequence, but that's fine. So this, and then one more grab. Perfect. All right, not too bad. Perfect. So we're going to come run over here now, and we're going to meet Aphrodite, one of the main characters in this. We're going to try and skip through this as quick as possible. She's going to give us a quest, which we're not going to do for a long time, actually. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to come through, we're going to head north a little bit, and we're going to do a couple things. One, oops, did not mean to do that. we're gonna do a couple things. One of them is we're gonna come and grab a fast travel point. That's actually really useful for later on in the game when we're coming back to finish Aphrodite questline. As well as coming over here to get this mount, this blue unicorn. See right here. The reason we're getting this mount is because it is a tier 3 mount compared to the tier 1 mount we have right now. And the difference between the tiers is the amount of stamina they have for their boost. So this tier 3 is going to have 3 times as much stamina for the dashing. Alright, awesome. That was actually really good. Yeah, that mount, I'm not sure, this might just be me being crazy, but the higher tier mounts I find get spooked more easily, so you got to be really careful about that. But that was really good. Alright, so now we're gonna head south, and we're gonna get a couple different items now before we start heading off to do some different things. So we're gonna replace the default axe that the game gives us with one that is not necessarily better in all cases, but the way we play just works a lot better. So we're gonna sneak attack this guy and kill him. Then we're gonna abuse the throwing mechanic like we were saying before. Perfect. Alright, so that just unlocked this chest for us, and it's going to contain a special axe that has a chance to triple the damage with our mid-air axe combo. And that's super important because the mid-air axe combo is really, really good in this game. Oh, whoops, I forgot to change my mount to that new one. It's alright though, we don't have to go that far. We're just coming over here. Yeah, so right here we're going to unlock a future vault that we're going to come back to. But we're not going to do it right now because we don't have the gear that we need to do this. But what unlocking it's going to do for us is we're going to be able to fast travel back here. It's not too far out of the way, so we're just going to do it now. Oh yeah, so as soon as we get in, we're going to leave. Then we're going to head back to the Aphrodite statue. And we're going to go get another piece of equipment to replace. Or we're going to replace our bow with the equipment that we're about to go get. I can remember. Here it is. That would be helpful. Let's just over here. Oh, I went to the wrong spot, that's why. It's supposed to go here. Whoops. Clearly my first run this game. That's alright though. Yes, there we go. We need to go to that glowing light pillar. Used to be it being on the left, but I went to the wrong spot. We're gonna fight another Cyclops here, and yet again we're going to abuse the fact that throwing is broken in this game. We're gonna land right behind it. We're actually gonna get a stealth attack off as well, which is really nice because the stealth attacks do a whole bunch of damage. Oh, that's not what I wanted to grab, but oh, okay. Or you. Be nice if that worked. There we go. Yeah, so this is going to give us the Whirlwind Bow. And this bow gives us a faster charging speed while we're in the air, which is actually super, super important. Because one of those upgrades that we got the first time we came to the Hall of Gods was an upgrade that actually slows us down and almost gives us bullet time while we are in the air and charging an arrow. So those two kind of go hand in hand. It's going to help us do some crazy, crazy damage with the bow later on. But just now we're going to actually head over to that quest that had opened up from something falling out of the sky. It's actually going to be kind of like our companion throughout the game. Some of its powers are really, really useful. Help us quite a bit. There we go. Alright, so what we're heading into now is actually the final area of the game. This is where, just in that mountain volcano looking thing, that's where we go to fight the final boss. And the enemies here will mess our day up, so we want to be very careful to avoid combat here. Because if we run out of stamina and we can't get it back while we're here, we're not going to be having a great time. So yeah, we want to dodge different groups of enemies that are pretty close to our path, but it's not too hard. We're already in and out, so. And we just need to bring this egg back to the bird, and we'll get our companion, Phosphor. It will be with us for the rest of the game. It's going to help us through different puzzles and such. Cool. All right, and now we're going to go off and we're actually going to do one of the story vaults that we're not supposed to know about yet, but the vaults in this game, you can do them at any time as long as you can find them. Have the right upgrades for them. So we're going to do one of these pretty early. Oh, whoops, I went too far. That's fine. So it's just this one right here. We're going to have to solve a small little puzzle to get inside. It's not too hard. Oops. So basically we need to hit these 3 switches to get inside. Perfect. My last switch is just up here. Awesome. Yeah, so this is one of the mandatory story vaults in the game. And this is necessary so we can go grab the Tear of Aphrodite that's in here. And we're going to collect 3 of these throughout the run. One you're going to see now, the other 2 you're going to see a little bit later. Oh, I basically need to hit these switches in the right order, but Fenyx likes to stop sometimes, and that can mess up you hitting the switches, so a little bit tricky. As well, while we're in here, we're going to grab a gear item that's actually going to help us a fair bit. We're going to grab a helmet that increases our damage while we're in the air. So you might have noticed there's a recurring theme of all the gear we're getting, which is helping us with air combat, because air combat in general is just amazing in this game. It's you know, why wouldn't you take advantage of it? So we're gonna grab this chest. Gonna have a helmet that we're gonna use for the rest of the run. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, so we're getting towards the end of our kind of setup portion of the run. We're actually about to go start doing bits of the story, believe it or not. So, just got to do a little bit of stuff in the War Den area of the game, which is just through these gates. And then it will be off to actually being productive. Yes, we're going to go speak to another god while we're here. We're going to get some more coins. And that is about it, I believe. Or no, we're going to do a vault as well. One of the vaults that we need in this area. Yeah, yeah, so as you can see, the stamina we have on this mount is way, way higher. It's worth spending the extra time to grab while we're over in the area. Because there are a whole bunch of different tier 3 mounts spread out throughout the game. But the Indica, that's the name of blue unicorn thing that we have. It's already in an area that we're going to need to go to, and it gives us an excuse to to go to an area and unlock a fast travel point early. Alright, so this is Aries. He's been turned into a chicken, just like how Aphrodite was turned into a tree. And yeah, so the whole point of this game, if you haven't seen anything about it before, is there are 4 Greek gods that were transformed away from their normal forms, like their humanoid forms, into various other beings. So we got a tree, a chicken, and you'll see the other 2 in a little bit. And the goal for us is we need to transform them back to their normal forms so they can help us defeat that big guy that we saw at the beginning. His name is Typhon. He's our main enemy in this game. Alright, so we're gonna hop in this vault here. This vault is pretty interesting. It's really nice because it's quite a fast vault, but it can be really tricky if you're not careful. So we're just gonna parry this guy the one time. We're gonna climb up here. We can just forget about these guys. Yeah. Ooh, gotta be a little bit careful. It's very easy to go too fast, and you end up screwing yourself over a little bit, but shouldn't be too bad. Oh, normally that's supposed to work, but I guess this time it's deciding not to. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Stand on it for a second or so, and then we'll be able to come grab. Wow, alright then. Oh, and we have one of the many audio glitches in this game where we are hearing the falling sounds when we're no longer falling. Yeah, so we need to fight a Minotaur here. Oops. Awesome. Not a bad fight, but not a great one either. We need to grab this piece, so we need to try and throw it. Awesome. We're gonna climb all the way up here. I'm gonna come get the lightning. Yeah, so there's lots of enemies over in this area who really want us dead. So we're gonna come over here. And we can't fast travel right now anyways. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna do the big liar in this area. Because we have the time. Because you can't fast travel while you're in combat. Which is arguably like the most annoying thing in this game. Ruins everything. We're gonna come up here and we're gonna get ourselves some more coins, and then this will actually give us enough coins of Charon for everything that we're gonna need in the run. Whoops. Wrong side. Alright, while we're waiting for this last one to play out, we're going to come grab these figs. More damage potions later. Alright, and then we're going to get the heck out of here. Perfect. Right now we're going to come buy the rest of our different gear upgrades that we need for the rest of the run. We're going to get Aries Wrath, charged if Hephaestus' hammer, this clone ability, which is actually super useful. It's gonna allow us to do all sorts of different skips in the game. Alright. Now we're gonna teleport back to this fast travel point that we got earlier, getting the horse. Which is actually super convenient because we need to go just west of it. We're gonna go meet our third god in this game. And this is actually the first god we complete fully. And the reasoning for that mainly has to do with the fact that this god is every god that you save in this game gives you different blessings, and these are different augments to your character that can help them out in various ways. And with the god we're about to go meet up with, theirs all have to do with the bow. And like I said before, we use the bow a ton this run because of how strong it can be. So it just makes sense. Once we get this, combat will become a lot easier with our bow. So it only really makes sense to come and grab this one first. So we're gonna come grab these next couple figs. We're gonna ride up and meet the goddess of wisdom, Ina, who has been turned into a child, if you can see as I'm skipping through this. Alright, and now we're gonna go fight one of the first bosses in this game that we have. We're gonna fight a Hydra. Oops, I forgot to skip there. Oh, looks like we're skipping them. Or I forgot to split, rather, not skip. In this fight, you will really see how broken the bow can be with the double headshot damage. So these Hydra heads are just 2 shots and they're gone. So yeah, this fight becomes very easy with the double headshot damage. So it's already 2 phases down. We just got 1 more. Now, what you might notice in a second is these heads going to come and spawn in enemies somewhere. Some of them will, not all of them. This one is about to. And what we can see when I kill this head is those enemies go away. So in theory, you want to hit all the heads so that they're one shot, and then if there's a head that spawns enemies, you can just shoot that one and you can get rid of the enemies right away. Oh, no, 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 no. Almost stopped my timer and reset it instead of splitting. That would have been bad. And we're going to run back and talk to Athena again. We're going to tell her that we killed the Hydra for her. Perfect. Alright, so now in Athena's quest line, she sends us off to, as the quest says, go do hero things. And basically, this section, we're going to go to basically like memorials of different heroes, Greek heroes. And we're going to kind of just remember what they did. So this first one is Atalanta. Perfect. So that's the first one. And oops, didn't mean to hit that. That's the first one. Yes, we got Atalanta. This next one's Achilles. And then we're going to see Odysseus after that. And at the very end, we're going to see Heracles. But Heracles we're actually going to wait to do until a little bit later in the game. Yeah, right after we do Achilles, we're going to go do something a little bit unorthodox. We're going to go somewhere that normally you wouldn't go to until pretty late in the game. But we're going to head there early to get some really good, or a really good item from there. Oh, lovely. We're in combat now. Means we're not going to be able to immediately interact with the steel here, or stel. I don't know how you pronounce that. No, we just got to wait until we're out of combat. Get rid of our horse for whatever reason. There we go. Now we're going to come down here. We're going to grab this heal. We're going to fix this Achilles statue. We're going to fix his heel, very ironically. We're going to come to this vault here. Alright, so these different arena vaults, there's actually a whole bunch of these in the game. But these are just different, basically enemy rushes. There's 3 rounds in each of them. And there are these different kind of hazards, I'll call them, around the stage. And you can use those both to your advantage, and as well they can hurt you. So you got to be careful with them. But there was a Cyclops there that actually, the Cyclopses are big enough that will just basically kill it instantly. Because they're big enough to hit multiple lasers, so they take damage super, super fast. Awesome. So from here, we're gonna do the last hero of this section, Odysseus, and we're in combat again. Because why, when aren't we in combat? And we're gonna come over here. We're gonna have to wait again. Interact with this, but that's fine. Eventually we'll find a route somewhere that will keep us out of combat for a little, hopefully. There we go. We're gonna come up here, we're gonna take this boat. Now we're gonna do something pretty tricky with it. I'm gonna try and hit this throw. Doesn't always work. Oh, but we nail it first try. Awesome. That's actually really important because that, like with all of the cool skips or cool tricks we do in this game, skips not so much. That helps us keep us out of combat, so we don't have to wait super long for our stamina to regen as we come over to this area. Yep. Now this area is King's Peak. This is meant to be yet another late game area. This actually, you're not really supposed to be going here until you defeat or bring all the gods back to their humanoid form. But we're going to come here early to actually fight a high-level enemy. It's going to give us a gear item that kind of breaks the game a little bit. Yeah, so our little bird friend has a whole bunch of different variations to him. And those different variations have different side effects. And these side effects can do all sorts of different things, from helping you with combat to giving you healing abilities and all sorts of stuff. But the one we're going to do is actually going to be really useful for helping us solve puzzles, or more accurately, skip different puzzles. So you haven't seen it yet, but you will in a little bit. It's that our bird can make a clone of ourselves. And that clone can be used to weigh down different pressure plates in the game. And there are two types of pressure plates in this game. There's a light and a heavy one. And right now, our clone can weigh down a light pressure plate, which is great and all, but the item we're about to get actually will make our clone a heavy item, or heavy object rather, and that is super, super useful. Because that will then allow us to skip a load of different puzzles. this game. Yeah, so this is a boss that's meant to be fought a lot later, especially specifically once you have gear upgrades. But we don't have any. We just have base level equipment. And that's about it. So yeah, we are using one of our damage potions for this, so we are getting a plus 80% in damage. But even then, it does take quite a while to get rid of this boss. And as you can see, we're really using advantage of that air combo, as well as we're just quick firing off some arrows here. Ooh. Tried to grab that out of the air, but I was a little bit too close to him, so my grab didn't quite register. Ooh, don't know how that hit. It looked like it missed, but fine by me. Oh, come on, just one more hit. There we go. And we've beaten him. Alright, so we're going to come pick up these different... We're going to pick up these figs. We're going to switch over our other bird. Then we're actually going to leave this area. We're not going to come back till the end of the game. We're actually going to glide over to this area, which is a different area that we actually haven't seen yet. This is the area of the last god, the one we haven't met yet, Hephaestus. And this area is a giant blacksmith forge. And basically the entire quest line for this area is trying to relight the forge. And from there, we help Hephaestus, the god of this area, with a certain problem that he has. I won't spoil it yet, but we help him with a certain problem by doing that, and then yeah, we kind of go about our business. Oh my goodness, I just realized there are actually people in chat. Oh, hello, LOS. Someone I actually know. Don't know if you guys are still here, but hello if you are. Glad to have you here. Blue Pixel, how do you skip the cutscenes so quickly? I am just mashing the spacebar. And I'm gonna fill up on my potions here really quick. Then we're gonna we're gonna unblock the forges. Oh, LOS, you are here, okay. You're my one viewer, awesome. I set a fast travel point where I'm there? Well, I'm where? If we're talking about King's Peak, I've thought about it, I've tried it. You need to go a fair ways out of your way. Or like off the path. Oh, it's law? Oh, okay. I've been saying LOS the whole time in my head. probably not worth going there. Well, I mean, it kind of depends. To spend like it's probably 4 or 5 minutes, give or take, and I forgot to split again, but oh well. Um, the time it saves, like in the Vault of Aries alone. Oh, besides the skin, yeah, yeah. Like that's why I just go there, grab it, and I'm out of there. Really hope the coal is nice to me today. That'd be great. Fire's over here. And alright, my mouse decided to crap out. This one. Oh, I missed. Oh, can you change the sensitivity? Oh, I might have to do that. Yeah, that'd be really helpful when in Athena's vault trying to do all those super, super tight shots. It's cool. There we go. Have I been learning the route? Yes, I was actually the one who created this route. Um, I I'll say I finished it about 2 days ago. Or yesterday, I believe. Um, whatever the 15th was. And uh, I wrote it and kind of learned at the same time over a course of about 5 or 6 days. So yeah, it's been about a week since I've like put thought into how the run is gonna go. Oh, I thought that was fire. That's not. Right, I'm gonna pray that I don't get hit. I can keep this going. Perfect. Yeah, give or take, it's been about a week. And combat stamina regen, love that. That's one of the things I hate about this game. It just takes so long to regen in combat. Alright, now we're gonna come unblock the water wheels, and then we're actually gonna go meet Hephaestus. I'm gonna try not to aggro this Hecatoncheires over here. Yeah, thankfully the out of combat stamina regen is actually like very fast. Yeah, like I think you could make the argument that it's a little too fast at times. Oh, okay. Fun. Thought you could stand on that, but I guess not. Hello? Collision? Jeez. Cool. Excuse me. Have I finished a quest so far? Um, Not really. Or I did the first bit of Athena up to, because I think the quest, there's a quest that ends with the serpent. I have, as you can see, I have one more thing to do and go do hero things. And I've done Phosphor 1 in terms of quests, but that's it. Yeah, I kind of do a little bit of everything. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. I always forget where these are. This way. I really need to put some practice into Festus. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a problem. I haven't been like actually like doing runs for real for quite a long time now, so it's I got to get back into the habit of splitting. Also doesn't help that I this is the first like full game run that I've actually done with the splits. So I kind of just looked through my more detailed notes about the run. Yeah, see, yeah, the only problem is like I've made an auto splitter before for a game, but that one it was a lot easier. Because I don't know what you guys know about auto splitters, but basically, oh, what am I doing? Um, you need to you're basically just checking when a certain memory address changes, and for this you'd need to find a whole bunch of very specific memory addresses, whereas before the game I was running literally just needed one. Um, oh crap, what am I doing? I'm forgetting. I can't like think and run at the same time. Yeah, you'd have to spend a lot of time searching for memory addresses because like it'd be a unique address for everything unless you get lucky and there's a couple that have multiple flags mapped to the same thing. Yeah, it's just it wouldn't be very easy for this. Not at all. All right. So now we're actually gonna go finish Athena. Do I play on a 4K monitor? No, I play on ultra wide. So this is running at 2560 by 1080. So it's 21 by 9, not the standard aspect ratio. That's most likely the reason why you're probably getting black bars on your phone. Yeah, that could be a thing. Yeah, that's yeah, with anything that's non-standard aspect ratio, so not 16:9, the any of the loading screens have just a generic kind of themed like little picture. And no, I didn't think I was gonna avoid that combat, but figured I might get lucky. Oh geez, and these guys are. Boy, do I ever love combat, eh? There we go. I love seeing people do that section, like not knowing that you can just hit the last one and it'll open right away. So many people think that you need to do everything in order, but you don't. Right, I'm going to remember to split after the vault. I promise. Come on. Your casual playthrough, you went to that last. Yeah, I think Fenyx even has a line in one of them, or like there's some line there that like gives it away, but a lot of people just like either don't make the connection or don't pay attention. I also find it funny that that line plays now instead of like when we actually open the forge, but it is what it is. Right, I'm going the right place, right? Yes, okay. Honestly, the buildings in the Grove of Kleos, or Kleos, however you want to say it, because they're like all the same basically, I get so confused as to which one I need to go to. Change the pulse. Yeah, I might. Yeah, I know that that third section that you need the arrows for. That's the one where it'd be like super handy. How did I get in combat? Oh, jeez. Oh, come on. I dodged there. There we go. Oh, damn it. Am I picking up Ambrosia during the run? No, I only pick up one, and that's the one on the Aphrodite statue because that spawns in Phosphor 1. But that's it. Because like playing on story mode, there's really no need to go anywhere above 3 health chunks. Oh, jeez. I always forget which way I need to walk around this to get to the third soup. I do it wrong every single time. Come on. I don't think I'm ever gonna learn. You know, I'm amazed that story mode is actually this easy. Like the difference between, or well, I guess there's an easy mode as well, isn't there? In between normal and this? Never tried Nightmare? Yeah, Nightmare is, you really, like, you need to be on top of your perfect dodges and your perfect parries. Which I find funny that the parries in this game are like, they give you like 20 minutes to story easy normal. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, come on. Yeah, no, Nightmare, you really need to get your timings down on the evasive maneuvers. Yeah, because if not, you're just gonna get destroyed. All right, off to the no, there's a hard then a nightmare. Especially like it's not even just the no, I believe there's 5. So I believe it goes, yeah, it goes story, easy, medium, normal, hard. Or story, easy, normal, hard, nightmare. Sorry, I can't speak. But like even on hard, because they not only do they change the combat, but they also change stuff like yes, that's correct. Not only do they change combat, but they also go and change like you get shorter timers on like timer challenges, and that like there are already some timer challenges in normal where like if you don't have some, if you don't know some of the faster movement methods, they're already really difficult. But it's like I can only imagine on Nightmare, like you probably need fast movement strats just to like do any of them. Alright, now for the most boring of all the god vaults, eh? Although I did learn that you can one cycle the Medusas. So that's fun. Whether or not I'm going to be able to do it consistently, who knows? But, oh no. Whoops, I went too far. Yeah, there are just sometimes where Fenyx is just like, no, I'm not grabbing the edge. Sorry. And especially like turning around while you're gliding is like not happening. So there we go. Yeah, like realistically, the only way you can turn around in the air is if you pull out your bow really quick. But even then, you start losing height super quick. So you gotta be pretty accurate about it. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. uh, all right, if I didn't miss an arrow there, that would have been good. Honestly, I need to make a clip of that. And then whenever people say that the bow is bad in this game, just link them that. It's like, yeah, no, bow's actually amazing. Oh, I thought I was gonna miss that. I got scared there. What was that? Okay, that's far enough. Oh, I missed the lightning. Can you? Because you... Take the first box, put it on the pressure plate. I mean, you still need to get all 3 though, right? Oh, whoops, I don't need that. Yeah, because each one of those spawns the boxes. Hope that. Oh, okay, I did place that right. Oh, do you only need the last one? Oh my goodness. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I did not know that. Can I make it? Oh, yes. That would have been nice to know. What? Excuse me. Oh my god. Game's just eating my boxes. Yet again, that red barrier skip. Can't wait for it. Yeah, these stupid dragon things are so annoying because they're so inconsistent. Ugh, jeez. Actually the worst. Oh, come on. Work with me. Oh, come on. You're gonna move out of my arrow? Okay, the lightning just didn't come on that one, I guess. Honestly, with more practice of this, I feel like you could get these fights so fast. I feel you could easily get a consistent 1 cycle on that. Okay, that one thankfully isn't too bad. This last one though, like the 3rd set, this one is awful. I'll definitely look at changing my sensitivity for this later though. That seems super. Jeez. Super wide this time. Jeez. I hate this one so much. Oh. Honestly, at this point, it'd probably be faster to just go do it the right way. But I'm just too damn lazy. There we go. Yeah, that honestly, like, I think every single time I've done this vault, like in practice, I think that's taken me at least 3 tries. I don't think I've ever gotten a first try. Oh, what? Wow, okay. Game cheated me out of that. Don't appreciate it. Look at me, didn't forget to skip. I think that makes me a pro, eh? Going to bed? Alright, man. Have a good night then. Someone who never did the speedrun, how long do you or never did any speedrun? Anything it takes to learn the route? Yeah, bye. Honestly, I think someone familiar with this game. Oops, I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, I think someone like if you're at least like familiar and played the game before, then I think you could easily. Honestly, yeah, I think even in a week, you could get it. Um, Especially like even then, it only took me a week because I was having to make decisions as like, oh, do I want to go do this first, or is it gonna be faster to do this? So like a lot of my time spent during that week was a lot of like testing, what's gonna be faster, what's slower. Yeah, plus like most of the tricks, like most of the skips in the run aren't too bad. Oops, that was the wrong way. Yeah, like honestly, if you wanted to learn this, you could easily do it in a week. And think, even if you learn it, even if it's not great, you do a run, you're still guaranteed second place. Oh my goodness, I can't even aim this. Okay. Leave me alone. Oh, are you kidding me? There is a run already on speedrun.com, but that is for a. Oh wow! course, grab the anime. That is for a any % new game plus run, whereas this is off of just a standard new game. So this one is going to be a little bit longer because we don't have the luxuries of having everything unlocked to start with, whereas those guys do. So yeah, there's roughly 30 minutes or so lost at the very beginning to like the prologue area, and from there I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know yet how much longer it's going to be from that. But yeah, so it's about 30 minutes or so with the beginning area, slower, and then however longer it takes for the rest of the run just being slower. Also, it really doesn't help that these are two very, very different routes. I believe the route that was used in the runs that are up on speedrun.com for this game, those I believe do pretty much all of Aphrodite first, whereas we don't do a whole lot of Aphrodite till now. I'm gonna come over here so I can actually make it all the way up without wasting all my stamina potions. I think in practice I climbed up a different spot on here, but yeah, that's alright. Just make sure I'm going to the right spot. Yes. Okay. Oh, blue as well. I wanted to ask you earlier. I forgot to. Where'd you Are you from the Immortals speedrunning Discord? Are you from just the Immortals Discord? Where you from? Where'd you hear about this? I have it right there somewhere. I do have the a fairly detailed version of the route written. I will be posting it after this run. I just wanted to get a first run done before releasing the route to make sure there weren't any huge mistakes in it, or huge things that I'd overlooked. Excuse me. Oh, you start speedrun practice on Twitch? Wow. Interesting, interesting. But yes, this route will be up. Should be up on the speedrun.com page probably by the end of the day. Oh, come on, stamina. You want to try for a long time? Yeah, I was honestly in the same boat. I've been speedrunning for a couple years now, but like I had seen stuff from like, you know, different GDQ events on YouTube and stuff, and I was like, I want to do that. So started, haven't stopped since, because it's just so much fun. All right, we're gonna go do our second tier vault. Well, our next two actually. Never able to decide which game to pick. Yeah. Yeah, like I personally follow. It's like a game that I already would have played again. Oops, happened there. Yeah, like they're always games that I would want to play over again. Because like if the game doesn't have replayability, then there's like you're not gonna enjoy speedrunning it. And if you're not enjoying it, then like why do it, you know? So that's always been my thing on it. Especially on Mario game at the start of tactical. Yeah, Mario games they tend to be, because at least like for like the 2D Mario games, they tend to be pretty short. So they tend to be very well optimized. And with that, they're just, oh, somebody did an any percent at 504. Oh, damn it! I wasn't the first one. Thought I was gonna be able to just, you know, take my time, whatever, still get first place. Is it up on the leaderboards, loss? Oh, they just finished. I saw it in the Discord. Is that in the speedrunning Discord, or is that the um? Crap, I'm trying to do too many things at once. Is it in the, yeah, the speedrunning Discord, or the just the normal? Yeah. Interesting. Need to go on that Discord? Yeah. If you want the there's an invite link on the speedrun.com page. You just hit Discord, it should bring you right to it. Yeah. I still need to talk with Dom. Is on it? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, go for it. $504, huh? I mean, 5 hours was our, or at least was my theoretical guess of how long an 80% would be, based off of Dom's times on New Game Plus. Who knows? Oh, damn it, I forgot to skip again. Ugh. Alright, now my favorite vault ever. Except that it's not. Because these balls don't like to cooperate. Nope, too far. Come on, work for me. Nope. I hate how you can put it in the same spot every single time and it's still inconsistent. It depends on which part of the ball you hit. Ugh. Jeez. Come on. Millionth tries the charm. My goodness. This first one's the worst. The last two in this aren't that bad. Not too far. Phone didn't like clicking on the link? Yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't think it's ever taken me this many tries to get the first one. Probably would have been faster just to actually do it this time. You know, I wish mobile apps were like just honestly better made in general. Come on. Too far. Alright, well I'm gonna have plenty of time saved on Adonis's fall. Are you kidding me? Come on. Just work for me. That's gonna be too far. Oh my god. Oh, we have a third viewer now. Hello, whoever this third viewer is. Oh, we have 5 viewers now. Oh my goodness. Jumped up. Hello to everybody watching. Glad you're here. I am really failing at this vault right now. Oh my goodness. This is just awful. Oh, Zon, hey man. So, you know, yeah. Okay, well I'm assuming our routes are quite different then. Yeah, because I don't do. Oh my goodness. I honestly probably could just do it legitimately faster. Just go in the thing. Oh my, you know what? I'm doing it the normal way. This is so annoying. Wasted so much time there. Yeah, Zonin, actually, what order did you do stuff in, like generally, in your run? Alright, there we go. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? This is... I'm gonna lose so much time here. Finally. Afro, Athena, Aries, half peak. Okay. Yeah, I do something very, very different. Yeah. I'm gonna try a new strat that I found for this. Ooh, yes. Awesome.